Now smoked off. Elige still just trying to be a turret. Magic will hand him his ass. And OC, oh my god, puts 3 on the grass. Quick headshots, a 4th as well. OC is just popping off and popping heads.
Set up for this flash for Chopper. If he does it from, oh, okay, well there it is, and they're going to run through.
Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs, incendiary good. Spray could be better. Lovely from Nitro. Off the starting mark early. And the starting pistol to find his 3rd. Wonderful. Actually has a couple of backs turned there. There was a tiny window by which he could gather some ground. He tucks into pocket and hopes he goes overlooked if NaV does choose to investigate.
If he gets anything done on the Glock here, I'll be extremely impressed, right? So this shouldn't be too much of a round to worry about.
Like it if an MP9 came bounding and bouncing their head off of that door frame into cave.
Well, Magix has a flash here. If he lowers it forward, it might catch NaV, but OC can spring into action. He's not too far away, but during all of this, they've left a massive window of opportunity over towards A, which Elige will be communicating. So at some point, the Feckles will be up that, hey, A has been open this whole time, and maybe there was a chance that they've gone around the world, but this util telling a different picture, and they're going to block out with a smoke of their own. So good back and forth to retain this control. Oh, they are coming.
Patsy just charged straight through. They trust the smoke, and oh dear, NaV down. Bomb planted, spirit set on just Tech9's. Conservative buy, Elige is dead as well. Another rifle idle.
Is it a save call?
It might have to be. You've got an AWP. It's not set for a retake. OC still yet to be felled. 2 in cave side, 2 ramp side. It's going to be really hard for them to hold on to this one. A fake and a tag. They're pushing in. A great frag out of OC. Nitro needs more. Doesn't have time for this. Would love to just leave, but Patsy's the one to... From OC, Siren forced away, and Magix does provide support all the way from down lane. Ykinda unable to stop that.
It's crazy how we were just singing his praises, and then in the following round he oversteps the mark, and that's the catalyst to get back into the rounds here. NaV's death also contributing to that, but NaV can make up for it.
He certainly can. Shadow and the frag. He's in trouble now, and smoke might give him a little bit of lease of life. Flashes his teammate. Ykinda blind. Chopper the same, trying to navigate the smoke and wrap around, dancing around the pillar.
OC's aware of this.
Are they aware? Yeah, OC's got him. Or at least posted up for it. It's a 3 versus 4. Liquid, they could get themselves right back in control. But now OC's averted his gaze in the back. A double from Chopper. OC dead as well. Chopper, a round-winning maneuver. He wants that AWP. Doesn't need it, actually. Siren's managed to scavenge away. Trying to stop Nitro's retrieval. Ooh, he's gotten it, and he's gotten out.
I think they might just have to let him have it here. It doesn't really make much sense trying to search for this, and once the smoke fades, they'll know it's gone. But if you're Liquid, you're feeling quite compressed here. Oh, Nitro confirms the positioning. So yeah, on the jumps, not too shabby. Crosses the line aside, and Siren will finish.
Mind is cruel.
It's just what it means, right? We know how vital a lot of these T rounds are. Patsy, how many is he going to farm up here? It's just USBs are plenty, and that's where he's going to take down 3. So just going to leave NaV and Nitro standing. I feel like they might need to win one of their own back in a similar fashion, where they force Spirit to slip up or find a perfect timing. But this game, the final best of 3 here of the Legends stage, the lost are longing at home to be here right now to have this opportunity. And that's where what you've just mentioned is key. If you're unable to shrug this off as Liquid after 2 back-to-back tilt rounds, well, I'm sure there are plenty of other people who would love to put themselves in that position to try. And that's the key. You need to make sure that you're not letting this flow-on effect worry you. Now, we saw the faces. That said it all.
And the sense of responsibility for OC is the hardest one to shake. He just came into this scorching hot. Closed with a quad kill, opened with a quad kill. Okay. Nitro and OC.
The rotate's coming heavily here. Elige is already rotating.
They're ahead of the smoke. The molly buys him time. That's what Wonderful was waiting for. Elige down. An opening death. And the rest is coming. Will Liquid crumble? Find out next week. Oh dear, Nitro already catching a lot of flack. Nice gap on OC. Can't leave. Molly stops his reposition, and it leads to his demise. There is potential to disrupt this plant. Siren's already considering the ramp. Naf very late to the party. nykytilan managing his angles on Siren's jiggle. Passive and even more lethal. The Spirit have got this one. Game, set, and match. A clean entry into the A site. And it was almost by virtue of that incendiary. Wonderful just posted over it. Lige, the first of that house of cards to tumble down.
I was dismantling them here. Brad, I was talking about the rotation being a positive thing. It actually works against them. Lige offers himself up first. The AWP strikes. The patience as well to take these fights one at a time. One of the biggest issues you can have if you're on the T side is just to team on out and try and run across towards the big box, and then at that point the flashes come. The CTs are also usually very good in those retake scenarios. So they didn't plant immediately. They made sure that they picked up so many fights. They weren't in a rush. They were happy to clear out the corridors required and now confirm the fourth. And that's going to be 4 consecutive. We're starting to get into very dangerous territory here.
Timeout situation? I don't know if we've seen one, have we?
They've already gone with one.
Okay.
I don't know if you'd want to go with another here off the back of a round like this. The loss bonus starting to build for them now. It will have to be another partial.
Cade, and then there is a competitive FPS GOAT. Lige, speaking of goats, Mr. North America, yeah, he's going to be chewing cud.
They are just bullying this A side.
What's he supposed to do? He's lost it. He's got no info on it, and they've got every smoke you need. T's crossed, I's dotted. Lige smoked off.
Nav still thinks there's a lurk on B. Like, he is still worried about the B side. Liquid really are just getting called around here.
What are you supposed to do? A 5-man retake of A. Worried about flanks all over the shop, and all they have to do, Spirit, is set up and profit with these crossfires. Elevated, and now that flank comes in.
Thank you very much.
Another double for Chopper in the backside. And that hurts. A twist of the knife from Team Spirit as they get a flawless T round again. This is getting out of control now. Team Spirit up to 6.
An M4 and AK, okay.
nykytilan started strong on Cave. He's been a bit of a non-issue ever since. And Wonderful lets it go. nykytilan allowed to activate on that MP9. Good for the first. The smoke would do a lot for the time. And find himself an upgrade as well. M4 perfectly suited to taps like that. Wonderful brought lower, 15 unconfirmed, but the AWPer wobbly.
It gets worse if they lose a round like this. They're going to open up. There's no trade. They stall them out. They have everything they need right now, Liquid, to try and convert a round back. There's kits in play. Still a couple of key pieces of utility as well. Patsy, he's been able to get himself out mid, at least past the elbow position, and rotating around quite frequently from Liquid is because they're not seeing a whole lot. Right? They're trying to address where these gaps are. So Elijah on the jumps, seeing if he can get any information to help them out here. Nitro being sent forward for an info play as well. So starting to piece this one together. But there is the avenue that's just slid wide open. OC with a famous in donut.
She's jiggle and smoke defense. This is a viable way to play. You can see just playing the slither. You would have caught a glimpse if Chopper does toe that line. Nitro saying pylon's clear. OC, info.
They're going to run it down.
They're just going to chase him. Okay, gets one, but still they're into A and no one can address it. Nitro for the late donut flank. Elijah going to join him through mid. But again, that bomb goes down. This has to be Liquid's round. A 2-man advantage. Oh, what a shot out of Siren. There should be no way back in for Spirit. Siren, though, is sharp. NaV will save Liquid from a very awkward conversation. Pace into mid. Magic charging, spraying, and catching flak. Ouch. Pansy and Magic walking wonky. This really does have to be a real buttoned-up counter-strike from here on out.
Oh, precisely. I feel that Liquid are going to need to get the 9 here. They're playing retake on B right now. NaV is... Okay, Siren just continues. This kid, he's been out of control with the shots he's been hitting. You look at Mirage, you look here on Ancient.
One word for Siren, it's flow state. He's just completely undaunted by the scenario and the stakes.
This is a smoke to defend B ramp, but they've circumvented it coming through cave. Chopper and Magics can actually filter forward.
Yeah, a flash will do.
The side's clear. It's another retake setup.
Nitro's counter incendiary though. If he times it right, it will delay the plant. It's not yet. He's not dropped it just yet, but there's so many players now planting. It's
It'll
a bit
go
late.
down. It'll
It's a
go
bit
down.
late. Wonderful even gets away. Elige communicating, knows he heard something. That triangle position pre-aimed. His next fight is perfect off the flash. Builds back into the retake. A 4-on-4 now. Spirit had the advantage. They still do with that bomb ticking. Patsy eliminated by Nitro. Onto the bomb. They don't need to rush this. There's still bodies to deny. And Nitro actually just going for a full defuse. Full defuse. Under their noses.
Extremely happy with how things are going. Yakinda's pinned towards this position. We'll have to hit the shot. Wonderful. This is a close angle to clear. Yakinda should be sharp, but wonderful quick up.
Wow. That is dreamy. To have your T-side AWP walk into cave and win the duel against an equipped rifle. They can slow things down now, go at their own pace, because they are firmly in that driving seat. Elige, the contrary.
This is a nice little bait and switch setup. Magic's already forward in cave. If they search for info, wonderful shoots. If he misses.
This is a different way to search for info, Chad.
But if they call it clear, we can see that's not the case. The two players are hidden in cave right now. The only way this works in their favor is if they continue to press all the way through to T-spawn and make sure the rotation from other individuals back is removed. Wonderful. The barrel might be spotted here. Well,
they're going
seeing something, and wonderful with a shot through the legs. Naf now. He's made it through towards that T-spawn position, and it's just Nitro on that A site in Donut here.
Screaming for help. OC's on his way, cantering to CT.
Magix is hearing the rotations in B. He just heard Elige and Naf both make steps, I think.
Bomb through. Planted. Safely. No spray can find him. Elige caught out. Patsy's so pushed up. And it's a big one back. OC.
Flanks on flanks here.
Yeah, he needs to find something onto this temple position. Good clear and frag, but still wonderful. An issue, a spanner in the works on Donut. Magic's late arrival, perfectly read. Naf needs to get a wiggle on, and he's lost his teammate. Got the kit, but has he got time or hope? It doesn't seem to be the case.
Picks up the smoke, sure, but you can't get back to address the bomb right now. Considering it for a moment, Team Spirit will secure 7. And the fact that they walk into that A site with only 3 players, they have all the cave space that they could possibly hope for. That was the chopper, and wonderful. This will be a B play.
Yakinda. And oh dear, the Butcher takes a chunk out of Liquid. Yakinda run down, cowers in cave. Elige to try and remedy and recover. A big one. Back in play now for Liquid, quickly changing hands as Patsy relinquishes control of cave for the defense. Bomb should be planted uncontested. Elige would like to try his luck as he worms his way through a gap. Oh, and this shot. Wonderful, solo. Patsy punishing on the reload. It's big enough to completely deny. Nitro has to be the one to make the next move. OC in support. Flash is brilliant. Spirit could have an 8th here. They should have an 8th here. Okay, missed shot. Do Lisa alive for a moment, but that is set. It is set in stone. You can do nothing to remove it. 8 T rounds on Ancient.
Starting to see the X Factor of Patsy come alive, up to 15 kills here, 3 in that one. OC just doing his best to retain the AWP, will remove the aforementioned. But Patsy, he's not wincing in the most pressure moment.
I love this from OC, you don't see this.
This divider smoke every time has bothered them. It's a nuisance. They can't get through it, they can't get past it.
And this one looks like a certainty already. Into the site, Siren onto Naf. It's a horrible partial buy.
Look at the spread, they're already at the back of the death cube.
Patsy, nice reposition, changes the angle, but loses his life. Wonderful, getting a bit flustered now. He got brought low, but they have the advantage, and that bomb is ticking. Liquid, this could be that recovery you were talking about. Yakinda on the rifle, still no kit though. A 10-second defuse ahead of them, but they need to find the frag. Siren standing and does not bang. Yakinda, good for it. They want to get on that defuse sooner rather than later. Nitro knocked off it. Frags in, they got Liquid. Recover with a round of their own. It had to be then. It's Nitro that pulls it across the line. A partial buy and a round buy. Everything you could dream of. And look at the call out of Chopper. He's sending out the scouting party. He wants Wonderful to have a look. And it's OC that receives him. Early blood drawn in favor of Liquid. The river runs red. Spirit strung out.
On the CT side, that's only their 6th opening kill here, and just the timing. NaV has pivoted back. A door just slides wide open for Magix and Chopper, and as NaV returns, they're already in. He spots one out, the tag through onto Magix. The jig's up.
And they're backing away. Could be bad info. You can see Elige rotating off. Changes his mind as things fall silent. Still patrolling mid is OC. That's a lot of information if you can hold in that power position. Returning and knocking on the door of Cave, and there's no resistance. This is the path of least resistance into B. I say that, now posted on that AWP line. Very hard to force that fight. No one equipped to take this duel. You'd have to be a crazy AK headshot if you want to win out against NaV. Patsy could change things though. On the fade, Yakinda maybe overthinking this. Nade is great though. On to Patsy. This is where NaV has to hold this shot. He has to hit that one. Baited out, Yakinda head on a swivel. Multiple targets. It's Magix that racks him up. Still Elige, stubborn. Those smokes are not up forever. Straight through. Chopper concedes, and now getting overrun, has to turn tail. Siren very precise and set up. They can go anywhere with this. Smoke implies A. You need shots though from Siren. Safe but backing away. Chopper chips. Little bit more into the mix. Elige though has got Siren's number. And now when the site is open, Chopper and Patsy do not reveal themselves on Donut.
CT plant here.
I like the holder on Elige. A lot on riding on him though, with only 33 points of health. It takes one reaction bullet.
A lot of space for Liquid. Nitro still in main. Elige CT spawn.
Oh, and that was the first back into Magix, and they're going to run him down. 2 frags back. OC has to be the hero. Hard shots. Only the one as Magix just pops 3 heads. Still 2 on the site. Bomb half gone as he hits another. He could be on for the ace. He's coming for you. He's gunning for you. Magix wants to end it right here and now. Nitro can get it all done. No! They defuse.
And phase 2 for Yakinda on the menu. It is a rotate back right now, and Chopper has spotted out a member towards Cave, so more rotations of Patsy coming over. Siren looking like he wants to get in the mix here.
Well, that's such a perfectly timed smoke. Liquid have already released some of theirs, and they're going hunting. Magix, 1, and Chopper another. Still unstable for Liquid, off kilter. This one would be a tilter. You cannot overcommit now. Let those smokes fade, let things chill for 35. It's still getting a bit awkward if you wanted to reposition that bomb.
They think they rotate it back. Chopper doesn't hear anything, so he calls the boys back towards the A side, but it will be B. Chopper needs to deliver here on low HP.
Chopper down. Should be the round. Overcooking just a little. That bomb should be planted, and nothing wonderful can do, nor can Siren. The threat starting to pass over them.
Well, we're going to tie things up here. 9-9. It's felt like a long time before we've seen this. Wonderful and Siren hoping they get an opportunity, but it's not going to be the case. Just have to hold on to these goodies and try again. In the crowd, they can sense what that means. 9-9.
Said Big Clan.
Yeah, well, oh no for them. Nicht good. Big up against Big earlier. Big up against Big. Big up against NaVi. I guess the big
9-9.
Yeah, so, okay. Liquid are actually, they're not in the driver's seat, but they're in a position to get to double digits first. It's just such a mind game in the sense that Spirit, as soon as the audibles were cut, they built on it hook, line, and sinker. Fast, NaV at the tip of the spear is going to go down immediately. There's more damage done, but in a round that starts like this, it should end like this. Yakinda looking for more. Sure, there's damage, but it doesn't mean a whole lot. So that is 10, and it's the previous 2, Wonderful and Siren this time. I'd say for Wonderful, you could just try and hold on to the armor here. That's going to save you in the vest in the next round. Siren, same thing as they push his way. Okay,
hello.
That's an AK.
OC, unhappy with that one, gives it away. And Nitro trying to take that armor away from Wonderful. Not quite the equivalent exchange, with the AK now being run all the way to the depths of A. And so, we find ourselves with a Liquid lead.
You can understand, springing around with the MAC-10 has secured the upper quadrants of Cave. So real estate already bought for and vying for mid. Patsy, I think he's just trying to get out. NaV is still holding utility from spawn right now. He has a flash prepped and at the ready. Now I think you would be a little bit on edge about Patsy playing close. So if he shows himself, they'll flash and fight. We can see Patsy's not there. It's one of his trademark moves, being extremely close towards that mid elbow. So OC and Elige have called that clear now.
Demonstration of what's at stake if Patsy's restrained. Smoked off and peppering, that confirms some of Liquid's suspicions. Mid completely occupied, the whole squad's here. Molly forces Siren out of the line, and 45. Looking for that go. Yakinda trying to find an opening.
Noisy.
And very loud. Oh, 2 from Patsy. Just holding on 6 HP, leaves
Siren's
them wanting. It does look like this is a problem for Siren. And OC trying to get him in. Still Wonderful resides on the side, gets the bomb. Blooms and another double. When most would get 1, Wonderful gets 2, and that live, kicking, fragging, Siren, set, down. Big opening now for Liquid. Patsy claws us back. They're uncertain. NaV's moving the bomb back away.
And Yakinda, he can start making his way through the B doors for space, but OC mega committed to this and has been spotted. Wonderful. He's going to tag him down to about half HP, but they do survive.
Interesting state of play now. It's Magix versus Yakinda. And is he going to clear it? He should. He should. He doesn't. Magix profits now. The B site, surely
that
not
was
the
the
one.
solution. The solution was to head back towards B, and it feels like they want to follow through with this. OC, he's going to be extremely disjointed, but he will follow them through. Spirit looking very good for this, and Chompa just on the other side of the wooden wall. Oh. He's going to glance out. He's got all the info right now.
They know, and they're stacking. Chopper just delaying. 25. Lads, the bomb has to go down. Elige entering the site. Bomb on his back, and 2 to find. Okay. 1. Not ready for the cross back. Magix does a lot. They have to plant. They need to kill Magix. Has he got enough? Oh, he has. Bomb still loose. NaV losing hope, losing time, and another in the next.
Might get one here unless Chopper mows them all down.
Yeah, he is alone. Honestly and truly, I mean, what a oh, nade damage. Bomb! Bowling from Chopper.
He might get the ace.
Yeah, it might be all him. Elige with the P250 needs a really good click. Otherwise, Chopper's about to farm some cash. Okay, Patsy steals the ace, and Magix will.
And sending North America's only home, Yakinda, the import, the European soil, opens into the round of number 23, but there's another frag back. Elige comes alive, and they bound towards A.
Only Wonderful can make it in time. Should be a lockout. They're so spread out. Found him. Oh! Brings the fight to Chopper. Lovely scenes for Liquid. It couldn't get better.
Wonderful. Got enough money to buy another one here, but would love to be able to drop his teammates something. Needs to back off because Yakinda, he's surging forward for a couple more. Bomb almost gone, and I think they will get to hold on to these rifles. But that is all Yakinda there with the opening. The cave smoke from NaV, right? This is the key on a map like this. Oh, spotted on the cross. Wonderful trying to peer into a wider line.
Trying to chant Liquid into action. Got to be procedural about this. You've got phase 1 of Cave. Magix loves this boost. He's yet to really get to show it off. 4 to the body. It's only the body. An awkward angle for your crosshair. And look at that, Chopper right there alongside. It's almost a guaranteed CT frag if you do round that corner without utility. Coming up with a game plan. Ooh.
Spotted two. Immediate comms there from Nitro. They're getting a move on.
They're both here. It's Patsy and Siren. The turrets of Spirit They don't know he's there. They don't know. And already parhaat activates. 1, 2. Only Nitro to save him. Spotted on the crossed his magics. Nitro to plant. It's going to have to be NaV. It has to be him, and he's found the headshot. Bomb did go down. Nitro's done his job. A 1v1 with so much at stake. Fumbles in the first. Motivated. Chopper activated. 2.5 available. Oh dear! He gets the second. The liege. Oh my God, he's hitting everything. Even tags up OC on the first spray.
They got nowhere to go. T-Spawn's given over. Siren's here. parhaat along for this. Spotted out now. Ykinda trying to buy them something back, but parhaat, he's unaccounted for.
Will they possibly fall to the 5-7? Up close, one shot, headshot, parhaat. A chance to disrupt. On a partial buy, NaV says bye-bye.
Chopper's here. He's here.
With it all to do, he's got the gear, but no idea. Ykinda's here. And Magic's feeling a little queer as 13 is coming. Not if he has something to say about it. Another frag back from NaV. Activating when they need him most. And it looks like Magic's has hung up the mouse and keyboard for this one. Concedes, rolls over, shows his belly, and gives us 13 for Liquid.
Okay. We're at the business end now. We're going out to the deep waters here, and this is where the best are truly tested. You don't get more pressure than this, just this final spot, the last spot in that champion stage, and this is what we were getting into Legends. This is what we've got in the challenges. I cannot wait to see what we have in store in 2 days' time.
Siren forward. Frisky. Feeling himself or not. Nitro tucks him in. Wonderful to level the odds. Ykinda activates early, actually. Look at this. A forward position past Chopper's line of sight. But Ykinda not aware, not ready for Chopper. That will make things a whole lot more difficult now.
Yeah, individual overextensions at this point. You can see he was trying to do an awful lot there with that space. But he's left them with not a whole lot to work with. Elige will be joined by NaV very shortly here. And OC attempting to clear out across mid. So it's not as bad as it seemed for Liquid, but they don't know what resides on the other side, and Spirit have decided to give them that space. Taking a step or two back. You can see the jiggles on either side of the cube. Gorles front and center of this one.
Wow, the whole crew. The Tribunera. Willing Liquid to recover this one. It does not look good. Quite the opposite. Spirit, quite the contrary, set for success. 25 and counting. Elige should forge the path. He needs a multi-kill here. And Magic's already taken down the bomb carrier. Hope dwindles in this round. Will they let him plant? They can use their bodies now. They have the numbers. And now the numbers against OC. Both on the clock and elsewhere. Loses it all. Spirit in pole position.
15 against an eco. 15 against an eco. That was Team Liquid's choice.
To concede 15 willingly. Overtime becoming their win condition. And it was off of Siren. The impact reverberating around Rio.
Well, there's no time like the present for Liquid to show that they've got the mental to take this one to overtime, because they're not getting it done in regulation here. It's almost impossible to see how Team Spirit would slip up in an environment like this.
They're very diligent players. And that's what Magic's is waiting for. It's
TK.
3 and a team kill. Unlucky for Elige. The last man into this. Death, a guarantee. And so Liquid. 2 opportunities to take us to overtime. Spirit, 2 opportunities to become champion stage players again. Recovering the loss of Dexter instantaneously.
Before, but it might now. He's on a heater, 17 kills.
He could do it right here. Concentration stations. Nitro, not good for the first. It's now immediate on the trade. God, the concentration, your focus, you must activate for this round of play. You cannot slip up, you cannot fumble.
Liquid again, just with this spread, and they get so much room in a lot of these environments, and they just don't know. They can't take these risks, especially not individually. A smoke towards the top of the B ramp that will deny the crawl for 20 seconds right now. Yakinda, Alige, OC.
3A Liquid have got a runway.
Oh, it's Boris again, Magic's.
He's so good at this, though. We haven't seen a single instance where he's gone empty-handed.
Chopper just cleared A main. They can rotate now. They might get there in time.
SpaghettiOs. So slow. Now the util's in. We could have a retake on our hands in this potentially final round. Boris reveals himself, bounds in with a bomb. A boost to be established. Mantles up. Liquid, bomb ticking in their favor to extend play. Spirit, a bomb to be defused to eliminate Liquid and take that final seat at the table. It's OC to be tested, 2 on a straight. He's too good. Boris post 26. And more damage as Liquid are fading, slipping through their fingers. This game is done. Spirit have done it in 29 rounds of play. Villains in RIO.